Hello and welcome to this test drive video. Today's video we've got this stunning BMW 640D and this is in stock currently at our Blackpool branch. This 640 comes spec'd with over £5,000 worth of additional optional extras from factory, and as well comes finished in the Sonic Speed blue metallic, which just looks perfect on this car. With its 3-litre diesel engine matched up to the automatic gearbox, the 640D makes for a perfect cruising car. Whether that be on motorway miles or country roads, it handles both with ease. Let's take a closer look at some of the other features. Look at the front end, it is a really classy yet aggressive style which they've gone with, but it's matched perfectly. Under the arches you've got the optional 20-inch alloy wheels for this. On the rear of the 640D you've got the twin tip exhausts, makes it stand out just that little bit more from the rest. First thing you're definitely going to notice as you open the door on this is definitely the cream interior. Matched with the black contrast, it runs really perfectly. You have the heated leather steering wheel and also the heated front seats. Both of the front seats are electrically adjustable with memory position as well. So on the inside, here's the heated leather steering wheel. On this you have your fingertip controls for cruise control and audio. Mounted to that you've got the paddle shifters for the gearbox, and then just behind those you have your controls for your indicators and windscreen wipers. Here is the digital display and then the central display. This houses your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, integrated sat-nav, as well the reversing camera and front and rear parking sensor display. Here you have your controls for your dual zone climate. This includes the heated front seats there which you can control. Here's the gear stick itself, as well as your drive mode controls. Then just beyond that you've got the handbrake, your media controls, and then you have the control for the electric convertible roof. On the door card you've got the Harman Kardon premium sound system, one of the best sound systems I've actually heard in a car these days. As well you've got your window controls and as well the button for controlling all windows at once. And then just on the inside here you do have the electric boot release. With the 640D being a 2-door, sometimes access to the back of these kind of cars can be difficult. However, it's made really simple with the electric front seats. These can adjust simply by this button here, going forwards and backwards, and it really makes it easy for passengers getting in and out of the rear. Taking a look in the boot, do have to sacrifice on some space just with this being a convertible, but if you're looking at this kind of car, that's something you should definitely expect to see on all models these days. But in general, a fairly sizable boot. Here you can see a real life speed open of the convertible roof. It is fairly snappy and gets it all done nice and easy with it being electronic. You've not got to mess about doing it yourself by hand. So let's get the 6 Series out on the road and see what it performs like out there. So the first thing I noticed with the 640D was definitely the driver's heads-up display. Now it keeps in play the speed limit of the road which you're on, as well as your actual travelling speed at that time. With that, it helps so much avoid any issues whatsoever. If you're travelling in an area that's new to you, you'll have an eye on the speed limit and you've not got to worry about getting ticketed or potentially getting points for something which could have been avoided, and this helps it very much. So with the 640, there's plenty of drive modes available here. You have your comfort mode, which is just the standard mode which it sets itself into. Then you have Eco and Eco Pro. Eco Pro is just a customizable option. The same with Sport and Sport Pro, they just work the same. When going into sport mode, I noticed the car gets a lot more gruntier, got a bit of power behind it, definitely. And as well, the gear changes and the throttle response certainly sharpen themselves up, just making for an all-round better experience if you are wanting to use all the power that this thing has available to it. Certainly something good if you are, say, joining onto the motorway on a short slip road. You've definitely got the power there to do it with ease. When going into Eco on the contrast, a lot of cars I've noticed these days seem to become really sluggish with this. However, with the 640, there was no discernible differences apart from you are just going to get your higher MPGs there in Eco mode. Certainly something that will come in handy through parking, whether that be parallel or bay parking, is the reversing camera, as well the front and rear parking sensors. The reversing camera just adds that bit more security and safety and just allows you to park like a pro with confidence, no matter how awkward that space may be or where it is you're actually parking. So my final verdict on the 640. It's a car which many people may look at and think it's just a weekend toy, something to kind of take out the garage and enjoy a nice Sunday drive every now and again. However, those people couldn't be more wrong. The 640D is capable of much more than that and could be a perfect daily to the right person. Now, don't get me wrong, obviously if you've got kids, access to the rear can be a little bit difficult and a bit tight at times. However, it's certainly something that is manageable. When it comes to performance, there's certainly no lacks there. The 640D has the power to impress you and surprise you at any instance. So if the 640D is something that interests you, you can head over onto the link in the description. That'll take you to our website where you'll be able to find the full listing as well as all the options and a full image set for the 640D if you do want to take a closer look at all of its options which it's got. Or alternatively, if you want to come down and have a go behind the wheel, give us a call on 01253 298 833. We'll get you booked in and I'm sure you'll be surprised.